Many years have passed. Humanity is lost, scattered, and beaten. Fleeing from the aliens, from their onslaught, they found their salvation in the stars. New Solaris, a new Eden for humanity, and a chance to start over. From this world, the leaders of humanity vow for vengeance against the alien hordes who first forced them from their home. Now, standing at the precipice, we look to the confederation of these scattered people to bring us our vengeance against the aliens. In the years following the formation of the Confederation, they would colonize the far-out system of Alpha Centauri, a binary star system with many of the planets located within it, named in homage to Mother Earth. Set back technologically and lacking the resources to support the old ships, they settled down and began again on New Solaris. That is where our story begins. Hello and welcome to a new series. This series, called New Horizons, will be following the story after the battle and eventual genocide of the human race by the alien onslaught that followed the Battle of LP-819. I hope you have enjoyed the intro. There'll be more intros like that. They'll be a little shorter as the episodes go on, but that's just an introductory intro to the what has happened, the universe, and where we are now. And I'm gonna go through some things as well. But this series will be less tutorial, and it'll be more just me playing with narrative built into it. There will be obviously things that you'll learn, and I will be going through my thought processes, but it's going to be less about that. I'm also going to be going more in depth with certain things and trying to emulate what I want my civilization to do. In future episodes, if there's enough popularity, I'll also be implementing some kind of voting or Senate kind of system where you guys can vote on what we do next, on policies, on should we attack the aliens, should we not attack the aliens, what should we do like that, and you guys can give me feedback through that. So let's go through what we currently have in our system. So as you saw in the intro, we're in Alpha Centauri after being exiled, well, not only exiled, but refugees from the former human federation. We got the Confederation of Centaur now, and we are still human, obviously. And we found Alpha Centauri. So here's Alpha Centauri A and Alpha Centauri B. New Solaris is located as the second planet in Alpha Centauri B, orbiting Alpha Centauri B. Here it is. We have lots of new planets that I've named. So we have New Caprica, we have Defiance, we have Aries. So if we go into here, we have New Solaris, which is here, which is a pretty standard start, 1,000 million, which is a billion. We have Defiance, which is a Venus-like planet. We have New Caprica, which is the sister planet to New Solaris. They could definitely be colonized there. It's got much bigger gravity though, but it does have a nitrogen oxygen atmosphere. Then we have all of its moons: Valiant, Harvest, Demeter, Hera, accordingly. Then we have the third planet, which is Aries, or the God of War. Well, not with the God of War, but I forget who Aries is, but he's something to do with the God of War. I'm not too into my Roman and Greek mythology, but a lot of these planets are named after Roman and Greek gods, or siblings, or whatever. So then we have New Jupiter, which has all its moons. We have Hephaestus, however you want to say it, which is like Io, for example. And then we have Dionys, which is located over here, which is like a Pluto kind of planet. Then we have the first star, which has Diana, which is a Greek god. I think that's a Greek god. Might be a Roman god. Again, I set this up a while ago, but I remember going through all this. We then have New Venus. We have Apollo, and then Orpheus and Aristaeus, which are the sons of Apollo, at least from what I've seen. And then we have Vulcan, which is, I believe, the brother of Apollo in Roman and Greek mythology. Again, I haven't studied that much, so correct me where I'm wrong, but it's just some cool names that make some sense for moons and stuff. And so this is the system. If you want to know how I generated the system and how I made a human species here, head on to my quickfire tutorial series, or just search on my channel and look for playing as a new race, new system tutorial, and I'll tell you how to do that. Our race over here is the Confederation of Centaur. We are humans. We are starting as conventional, as basically the idea is that we traveled far, refugees, war and time has broken down our technology. We just had enough to barely make it to New Solaris, and then we had to unfortunately set down. And at that point, after we settled down, we had to use what technology we had to create new infrastructure and industry, and as such, we have lost much of our original technology. So this is the current situation. I do need to set this to number 5, and we are United States theme. We're Confederate is our short name. We are the Confederation of Centaur. Basically, the Confederation is the idea that all of these refugee factions came together to form this faction and colonize New Solaris. We do have a military force, which is basically to simulate what we brought with us. So we have 3 infantry conventional divisions, 85,000 or 87,500-ish tons of units. Pretty normal, pretty much like my last campaign. We have HMG, riflemen, mortar teams, all of that cool stuff, and they are set up accordingly down to the company level, and they are garrisoning New Solaris now, and we'll be using those accordingly. New Solaris is basically a super Earth. Well, not really a super Earth, but it's a mini Earth, I guess you would say. It's a bit smaller than Earth. It's tidally locked, unfortunately, as it has no moon. It has no moon, is not close enough to the sun, so it has no tides. It can support a very small population. It has quite a bit of gas. A lot less than Earth though, but it does support human life. It is 60% liquid, so there's a lot more lands, and it's a forest and mountain world, so it's pretty good to defend. Now that we've kind of discussed some things, oh yes, there's also a lag range point that I made that goes from the inner system to the outer system, and so this will allow us transportation in and out. But now that we've kind of gone through all of that stuff, we are going to kind of start playing the game. So, first thing I want to do is I want to get our industry sorted out. So I'm going to get a military academy on the way. So let's get one of those. Mining wise, we're doing okay. We have a generalized amount of mining that's going to be happening, so we should be okay for that. I'm going to increase this by 2,000. And I'm going to start researching into stuff. So power and propulsion, no, we can't do that. We need Trans-Newtonian, so let's put all of our 10 labs into that, and then I'm going to put 6 labs into conventional composite armor. Then we have our ground unit training, which we don't really have anything that we need to do with that. Wealth and trade, we're looking okay. We also have, oh yes, I forgot to mention, we are on 1.10. Which means we have some very special stuff. We also have invaders turned on. I will not say what they do, as that will be a little bit of a surprise in the future, but let's just say it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, the next thing that we're going to look to do is probably we need to set our governors and our academy stuff correctly. So I want power and propulsion guys. Well, specifically, I want a scientist. I want good research admin. And I want yeah, sure, you could do it. We'll go missiles and kinetics for this. So I want to go Gorse really at this point, because obviously that AMM strategy didn't work. So I definitely want to try something different. Then I need to make a governor. So let's make a civilian admin. Populations, New Solaris. I want to focus on our probably our production. We're gonna want to produce as much as possible, so we assign that governor accordingly. I'm gonna set as a story character just so we keep that. And yeah, we should be able to go forward in time now. We're gonna try and get up to our first military vessel as quick as we can. We just completed research into conventional armor. Very, very nice. So let's get that research right into that. And wow, the game just goes by so fast in the early stages. Okay, we're gonna want to. We're not able to do that anymore, so we can probably get research into better fuel tanks, which I'm sure will be very useful. Yeah, the game just goes by so fast. But yeah, there's New Solaris, as you can see here. Moves around the sun very quickly. I believe we have I don't know the exact date, but there's a certain amount of yeah, so years are much shorter on New Solaris. So the year is 131 days. There's only a quarter of the month, so it's like a 4-month year, a 4 or 5 month year, which is pretty ridiculous if you think about it. Fuel research. We're gonna research into refueling. Now let's get better fuel storages, because those are actually gonna be really important early on. Military academy finished. We're gonna put another one into a military academy, and we're just gonna keep going back into time. Keep that going background. Don't do that. We complete research into trans-Newtonian technology. Very nice. We're gonna put research immediately after that into getting better reactor. Then we will put research into that, but we're gonna need to cancel this. I'm gonna put immediate production into getting our construction factories. I'm gonna put 900 into this. 960%. And then I'm gonna convert 600 into mines. That'll be 30%. And then I'm gonna convert 50 into fuel refineries and 50 into financial centers. And that should get our industry done for that. Did we just finish that extension on our shipyard? I think we did. So yeah, we just finished that extension. Let's add a slipway to that. We complete research into pressurized water reactor, so we're going to get our next technology, which will be nuclear thermal. We are also going to want to put some labs into uranium armor. We're going to build that survey vessel that we originally built. I really like the survey vessel. If you haven't seen it, we'll have that very soon, so you'll hopefully be able to see. We complete research into that. Nice. I'm going to put the rest into this, and then the rest into that. And then we should be completely good. We complete research into uranium armor, which is very nice. And then I'm going to put the rest of the research into sensors and fire control. We want better for sensors and fire control, obviously. We'll put the rest into that. And I'm going to put the rest into construction and production. We are going to go for better construction rate. We have a sodium shortage on New Solaris, so we're gonna have to stop our fuel on that. And we're going to have to complete research in the geological survey center. So we're going to design our first ship, new ship class, Kazawali. Well, interesting name. It's gonna be a geological survey vessel. So geological survey vessel. Select name. Why not? We'll call it the Kazawali. Kaziwali. I like that name. Two of those are, yes, we're going to need to design our engines, aren't we? So 2 engines, size 25, because it's the biggest engine we can actually make. And yeah, I think we'll be good for that. 2500. 2400. I think this is probably the best engine we're going to get with this. Size 25 engines. I think they should get. We'll put in for that. And then we'll go to our research, and we will put in research for the new engines. There we go. And this new engine should be hopefully done shortly. And over to our vessel. We need to reduce the time here. We want 24 months. Geological survey sensors, they are a little big, I do think. What, size 20 is probably what we want. I mean, we need to say about 500 tons here, so that was probably a mistake. I'm gonna have a look at like better engine design here, because we should be able to fit this. I just haven't done this in a while. So if we do size 15, yeah, I think size 15 is what we want really. So I'm gonna prototype that, and I'm gonna have a look at that. I should have used a prototype to begin with, but I'll have to use it now. So prototypes, engine, get rid of these two, put in new engine, and then we'll add in geological survey sensor, and then we want to obviously, we don't need that, do we? No, we don't. And then we want another geological survey sensor, and then we want to add in our fuel and stuff. So let's add in a fuel. We want enough for around 40 billion. That sounds good enough. Well, no, we don't want that. Fuel for that, no. Then we want engineering spaces. Engineering spaces seems fine enough. Oh, that's an issue. Fuel storage, increase that by that. And then we're just going to increase accordingly. Using small to kind of fill this out. So 3,000 tons, 36 billion range, we'll have 493,000 liters. Yep, I like that. Okay, we are going to research prototype, and then we are going to go over here, and we are going to add to the next one. So let's research that. There we go. And we're going to build both of these. We're still adding a slipway, unfortunately. So when that's done, we'll add those accordingly. So we still gotta wait. Okay, yeah, we still got to add in our research laboratory. So let's add those. I'm gonna put that into that. I'm gonna go in logistics. I'm gonna add cryogenic bays because we want to colonize as quick as we can. Slipway is slowly being added, so that should hopefully be done soon. We're going to want trans-Newtonian cargo shuttles next. We just complete our research, so let's go to trans-Newtonian cargo shuttles. Slowly getting up there. Construction rate just completed. Let's go for better research rate. Split place nearly done. And then we're going to retool this for the Kaswali. I am going to go into here before we make this, and I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to do... Let me know what you guys want me to name these ships. Any suggestions, but what I'm going to do to start them off is I'm going to give them... we'll give them Roman name, and I'm gonna give them CSS, or Confederation Starship. And then select random name from the team, and that will mean that when we create, so when we go and create this, we'll have unique names. So go for this, go for survey fleet, create. So that'll create 2 of those ships in 2115. So we've got a year before those ships are constructed fully. So just kind of waiting now. Okay, we got 2 new vessels. We're going to detach each of them. So detach and then detach. I'm going to go in and assign. They'll already have assigned. I need to put automate assignments on, my bad. So, there we go. Automate assignments just happened. We have survey boys over here. We're going to give standing orders. Survey next by system bodies. Fuel less than 50%. Then you'll refuel at Solaris. And then do the exact same for this guy. So let's see what they find. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what they find. New cap can have anything on it. Looks like we're not finding much, which is kind of unfortunate if I'm not gonna lie. Minerals, new Solaris, so we got nothing in our nearby solar system, which is quite bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Quite bad. Inactive research labs, not researching, so I'm gonna go to economics. I'm gonna add... Let's get terraforming modules underway, actually. No, we can't do that. Let's go sensors. No, we want better power, probably. Yeah, let's go for improved pressurized. Is there anything in this system? This seems a bit buggy, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh no, there is. Oh, I just wasn't looking correctly. There is stuff, I just haven't got it on surveyed bodies. So minerals, new Venus, okay. 17 million uranium, okay, that's pretty poor. New Caprica has a lot of everything, but like, oh my god, there's a lot of everything, but really bad accuracy. New Solaris has Macasia, oh yeah, that's New Solaris, obviously. Defiance is going to be our Saurium mine. We've got 1 million Saurium on Defiance. New Jupiter, there's a couple moons with quite a few resources there. Do we have any high potential worlds? No, we do not. Okay, we just surveyed the entire system, so let's hopefully find something useful. New Solaris, Vulcan. Vulcan has a lot of Corinthium on it. So yeah, we got really bad access in a lot of these places, which is kind of annoying, so we're going to be forced to probably move outwards as quickly as possible. But it's not terrible. There are resources here, it's just we don't have like great accessibility for those resources. Defiance is a good Saurium, like, so we won't have Saurium issues. So probably what we're going to need to do is we need to mine these moons for the uranium here, and then we're also going to need to mine where is it? There was another world here that I didn't see. New Solaris, new Caprica as well is going to be a big one with all these resources. I mean, we can colonize New Caprica eventually, so it's not that bad. I mean, I'll just have always a fiddled amount of minerals coming in, so that's not too bad. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end the episode off. I hope you have enjoyed. Like, let me know your feedback on the intro and new episodes and the end of the last series and things you want to see coming forward. It's going to be a lot more narrative, and we're going to have more stuff playing in the start of the episode, kind of recaps at the end of the episode. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything will be in the description. It really does help me out and support. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.